Hey everyone, it's John here again. So in this video, what I'm going to show you is a bunch of stuff that we sold at a 50% off sale. When we leave Florida to come to New Hampshire, we close the eBay store. So about a month before we left, we put 100 items or so up for sale at 50% off just to clear up some inventory. A lot of it was old stuff, things that had been in the store for a long time, or just things we wanted to see if we could sell. And like I said, we put up about 100 of them. We sold 60 items in that time frame at the 50% off sale for about $1,100. So here's what we sold. Okay, so we sold a couple of 8mm home movies. These are ones we've had in the store for quite a while, which is the same with a lot of these things. So you can see we sold this Rose Parade 1963 for $12.50, and we sold the Cypress Gardens, Florida. This is real common stuff. A lot of people have stuff from Cypress Gardens, so it's not something you can get a lot of money for. Anyway, this was tired inventory, and we sold it. We had some DVDs that have been sitting around for a little while. This Game of Thrones, we paid a couple dollars for it because Game of Thrones is very popular. And you know, track record says we should be able to sell it for this $14.48, but evidently we could not. So, you know, we put it on sale and it sold. This El Divo, this was stuff that came in a free lot, so it's all profit. More DVDs. We were selling the workout DVDs really well during the COVID thing because people were working out at home, and now that's tapered off just a little bit. So we're really only buying the sealed ones and some of the more popular ones. Tom Petty. So we got, again, this was free, and it was selling for $20 to $25, so we listed it right about where it should be and put it on sale for half price, and it sold. These were all in a free pile. I got like 100 or 200 CDs for free one day. We've been selling the heck out of those, and these were just pretty much the ones that were left, and we put those up for half price and sold a few more. We always buy lots of instructional booklets, especially instruments. Guitar and violin seem to be the ones that you can get the most money for. And this was a lot that had been lingering, so like these other things, we put it on 50% off, free shipping, and it sold. We still made money on it, even at $22.83. Some books. Again, if you see, whenever we're doing books, for the most part, we're doing specific nonfiction titles. The turbo jet engine of Rolls-Royce. That's kind of specific. And this hadn't sold. We sold it for $12.50. Again, something we paid $1 for. Same with this one. This is a town history. We always buy town histories. And, you know, even if we buy it for $1 and sold it for $19, that's still pretty good. And Native American Indian stuff, and this is so specific. Intertribal Council Tribes meeting or whatever it was. And actually this wasn't, no, it does say 50% off. I don't know why it's saying $22.50. Oh, because it was $45. And then maybe somebody said, all right, not even $22.50, we'll offer you $15. And I think that's what happened there. And so that sold. Again, more books. Here's book lots. A lot of times if books don't have enough value, but we've got 3 or 4 or 5 of them, we'll put them together in lots. The Deepak Chopra, for some reason, used to sell a lot better than it did. We had this for years. It felt like years anyway. So $12.48 with free shipping. I mean, we may have made a few dollars on that because I know we don't pay much for this type of book. So Rosicrucian, always buy the esoteric stuff like this, and I'm surprised that these didn't sell. You know, Rosicrucian, astrology, we always do well with that. But anyway, it did sell. And Pete the Cat books. We had it at $33.33, sold for $16.67. You know, a nice lot. Again, lots. You can't sell one. You can sell one of these for $3 or $4 or $5 a piece plus shipping, but we don't do that. We got some clothing that we sold. The patchwork madras. So these are all these little squares are individual sewn patches. If you ever see this madras stuff, it sells very well. And fraternity, this guy, Refrigerator Freezer Co. We had this for probably 3 years. And I'm surprised, very surprised it didn't sell, because if you look up Refrigerator Well, this is an old vintage one, but if you look up Refrigiware, you see that this stuff sells for a lot of money. And I was surprised. We had the pants or the bibs that went with it that we sold maybe 2 years ago. And again, so, I'm saying it's been 2 years. So that's why these things ended up at the 50% sale. New without tags, new without tags. We had a bunch of new with tags, and they did sell for the 35 that we were asking, or the 30 we were asking. These didn't sell. We paid $1 a piece for them. So that was a great thing to put out at the sale. Lighten the inventory load and still making a decent profit on those. A couple pairs of pants. Specific pants, not just pants. These are the LL Bean Bush Field pants with the extra cordura on the thighs and the legs. And these are the tactical cargo pants. These are the types that the EMTs, police, and police probably use the blue ones, but anyway, these are tactical pants, and we sell a lot of these. I think these were the ones that were not. These came with a bunch of other ones that were new with tags, and these are the ones that were not new with tags. All the new with tags ones sold at the regular price. Again, a few more pants now. 3 pair of standard Dickies work pants. Wouldn't buy 1 pair to sell. But 3 pair, all the same size. People that work in these pants need these things. So, and the fact that we didn't sell them for the $58.50 that we were asking, I'm surprised. But again, at some point, things just go on sale. So we had a pair of excellent or almost like new pair of Levi's. We will buy those on occasion. And these hadn't sold for a while. So $14.75 with free shipping. If we paid $1 for them, maybe we made $5. So that wasn't a great thing, but it sold. You got some outdoor gear here. FootJoy is a good brand for the golf people. We got $24 for these. I'm sure we only paid $1 or so. These we probably paid $5 because they are leather biker chaps. And again, they hadn't sold for a while, so they went on sale, and there they are. Cool. Probably supposed to be cool, right? I picked these up at my favorite thrift store for $2 a pair. So we did pretty good with those. Pair of Florsheim, which is a nice medium high-end brand. It's not like, the Edward Greens, the $1,000 shoes, but they're $100 or $200 for some of these Florsheims. So we pick them up when they're in excellent condition. It was an odd size, and that's why I bought them 8.5, 5E, which very specific buyer, but they're not easy to find. So sometimes that's a pretty good thing. Now this lot was the last lot of the barrel of shoes that we showed in another video a long time ago. And this really was literally the last lot that had sold. So these, we have no money into these whatsoever, and they were taking up space. So it was a great item to put at the 50% off sale, and I'm glad they went. Baseball bat that we paid a few dollars for, had been lingering, didn't sell, so we put that on sale, and it went. More softball bats. So these were $75, which research and track record said they should sell for that, but they hadn't. And again, we were just trying to clear out some inventories. I know these two came in a big lot that we paid like $20 for everything. So we're well okay with those. And this looks like something we would pay only $2 or $3 for anyway. So we sold some softball bats. And sporting goods. I just love selling that stuff. These were lots that hadn't sold. They take up a bunch of space, so we wanted to get rid of them before we left for New Hampshire. And probably about broke even on these, but we cleared up some space. So that's what happened here with this one. The same thing that happened before. We had it for $99, and it was $49.50, and someone said, well, how about if I give you $45? And it's like, yeah, sure. Why not, right? That's something we picked up for a couple dollars. Or could have even come in a lot with these softballs and other stuff. I don't quite remember. Golf balls, we sell the heck out of those things. If I can buy 1,000 golf balls for $50, I'll do it all day long. And these were ones that hadn't sold yet. What it is these just came in. So we listed them and then put them up for sale. I knew they would sell, and off they went. Fishing weights. We sell a lot of those, and the reason that I listed these, or the reason I bought these, because you got these little fish-shaped weights, which are kind of cool. And look what we got for them, $16.67 for 6.5 pounds of weights. Hats. So we sell a lot of hats, and we've sold a lot of hats, but what we're going to start doing with those now, since we're upping the ante on eBay and we aren't selling things for, let's say, under $25 unless they're super easy to list. So what we're going to be doing with the hats that we find now, we're bringing them to the flea market for $3 a piece, unless we've got some that we think we can either put at auction or get a lot of money for, like the Duncan Hines hat I showed in another video, and also the Appalachian Mountain Club Volunteer Trail Crew hat. Vintage 70s or 80s, can't find any reference to it whatsoever. So those types of hats we're still going to be doing on eBay, but the generic stuff that you're looking at here that you can find quite often, we're just going to start selling those for $3, which we've done very well at the flea market with. And a couple of collectible items that have been lingering. Felix the Cat. I buy Felix the Cat all day long. And couple of pieces of silverware. J.A. Henkel's is a good name, so we buy that when we see it. And these hadn't sold for a while, so we put them up for sale. And we probably made no money on that whatsoever at $6 with free shipping. But inventory that's cleared out. Had some jewelry that's been sitting around. Usually if we have jewelry that has a name on it and some track record of selling, then we'll list it. But again, this is the type of thing that we probably would still list something like this, because we can list it for $25 or $30. So this will be listing. Things like this probably not. We'll be bringing to the flea market for $3. This we would probably still list, but it's been sitting for a while. You know, if you see that we're trying to get $29.25, it's because there's a track record of this type of thing selling in that price range. So these were nice pieces. For some reason they hadn't sold, but look, they did sell, and I know we didn't pay much of anything for them. A couple other things, Air Force patches, we let those go cheap. We had a whole bunch of those, and we sold some other ones, and so these had really nothing invested in these at this point. Nice belt buckle that we picked up for $5. Another similar one had sold for $125, but maybe the one person that wanted it got his, and nobody else was willing to pay that much. But we did get $50 for it, so that's not bad. New sealed perfume. Some of that stuff is very, very expensive. As you can see, these are things we picked up at an estate sale. That's a great place to look for these new old stock or new sealed things like this. I'm sure we picked these up for $1 or so at an estate sale, and we did pretty good with those. Not unhappy at all. So I bought almost a shopping cart full of these things at one of the local thrift stores, maybe a year ago, for 75 cents a box. And we sold, I think I bought like 50 or 60 boxes, and we sold them for anywhere from like $15 to $25 a box. And we had a few left, so we put them out at the sale, and now we're cleaned out of those. Again, Pyrex, I don't really like to deal with glass, so I'm happy to see that go. And the reason I don't like to deal with glass is because it's hard to package, it can break in shipping. So we don't do much with glass unless it's very valuable. And this was one of those things that we were working before we decided to up the ante on eBay. This would probably now just go to the flea market for the $3 to $5 table and let somebody else work it. New in box. Gotta love that new in box stuff. This was part of a big lot that we paid $30 for, and we sold it for $50 plus shipping. So that was good. It's always nice to see big things go because it frees up space for more inventory. So these are the last two items. We've got the vintage Ketchikan wallet. eBay would not allow us to use the words Native Alaskan in our description without attributing it to a specific tribe. So I think this didn't sell because we could not describe it the way that we wanted to. Anyway, And then we had these playing cards from an old drugstore in New Orleans with a great track record of selling. Didn't sell for the 1888 we were trying for, so we put it as part of our sale because it had been there for a while. So anyway, so that's the kind of stuff that we got rid of, like 60 items for basically $1,100 plus or minus. And we're pretty happy with that. So not bad for a clearinghouse sale. We got rid of a bunch of stuff, and we'll probably do that once a year every time we get ready to come up to our summer home. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Please consider subscribing and hitting the little bell, and then you'll be notified when we put up another video. All right, until next time, thanks again. Bye.